So the time has come to see if we can run 12s for $2,000. Well, the time has come. We're at Heathcote Park Raceway. It is a test and tune today. It is Australia Day. So, woohoo! Yay, Australia. Let's talk about the fact that it has no front bumper on it. So the Falcon's here, it runs, doesn't run particularly well. I can't find the bolts for the front bumper at the moment. We'll have a dig around and see if we can find them. I've got the bumper with me, but it may be running without a bumper today. We'll see. That wasn't my intention. I wasn't planning on running it naked, but if that's the way it's going to be, that's the way it's going to be. So let's talk about the fact that it does run. Yes, it does run. I barely got it on the trailer last night at 10 o'clock at night. I have been severely under the pump just trying to get this thing here. But I said I was going to be here for Australia Day. We are here. Does it run well? No. The J3 is unplugged at the moment. We're driving around no J3, but I need to do some testing and tuning with that J3, work out what it's doing and work out how we're going to get this thing down the track under boost. The first run, I might even just drive it down the track just so we get a time of some description with no J3 and just maybe not even getting into boost. I've never driven this thing anywhere further than on a car trailer or off a car trailer, so it would be nice to actually drive it somewhere. We should try that. So I'll go in that lane to start off today, because just in case something leaks or does something I don't want it to do. But if we feel like we need the traction later on, then we can send it in this lane and we'll see how that goes. But it is a test and tune, so we're going to see all sorts of cars. We have some other 12s for 2K competitors here as well. So I figure let's go talk to them and have a look at their setups. It is kind of looking like the Falcon Challenge though. So anyway, let's go talk to those guys. So we're here for 12s for 2K. I've been blown away by how many people have actually come to join this party. I mean, it was originally just me going to be just doing my own challenge, but a whole bunch of people have taken up the challenge, including Cameron, who's come all the way down from Sydney.
Yeah, we came from Sydney. So as soon as we seen the challenge, I thought to myself, it's a great idea for me and the son to build one. So it was an awesome concept. We stuck to budget. We slapped the barra in it, standard turbo on the side, E85, put a quick tune in it. We got it done at Empire Dyno, and my son's learning how to tune. So he blew up 2 motors, but we're on the 3rd one and we're hoping for the best today. So hopefully we'll go 11.
Motor number 3.
Yeah, motor number 3, and it's a gassy, so.
Oh, well, gassies are great.
Yeah, so everything else is stock in it.
And Barra ECU, I see.
Barra ECU, yeah. She made 350 kilowatts on 14 pounds.
That is solid.
That is. It'll go all right. No valve springs, no head studs, so it'll stay together, just a matter if a valve floats or not.
So there's lots of weird and wonderful creations here at the 12s for 2K Challenge, and Michael's got...
it's an EA Falcon with EF running gear, interior, dash and everything, and then with a big 3482 turbo, Barra Loom, Pro Cam, Stage 4 Pro Cam.
It's got a cam in it as well. Wow.
Yeah.
How'd you go with budget?
So, but under budget wise, like the car's $100, the EF donor was $500. You know, Hooten's harness back then was like $250, $300. The J-pipe, I got it from J-pipes and stuff. He's not around anymore, but that's running external gate and everything. That was $300. eBay turbo, just budget.
Yep.
Just
okay.
Build budget.
What sort of power does it make?
Before this motor, because I put this motor in at 3:30 this morning, it did 305 horsepower out of the wheels on 6 pounds of boost.
Oh wow! So 3 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, 3 o'clock this morning got its first turnover.
And then this morning you fired it up here in the pits.
And Welsh plug popped out. Yeah.
Popped a Welsh plug, water very brown looking water all over the pits.
Yeah. It should be right now. Yeah. Silicon and new Welsh plug.
So just when you thought this was starting to look like a Falcon Challenge, Glenn has driven down from Sydney with this VY executive, and he's got a nitrous V6 in there, but drove it down from Sydney, mate.
Yep, 5 hours down. I thought, I must be crazy. This is insanity. But anyway, it made it down. It might be a long walk back, but we'll see how we go.
That is very cool, man, and very brave. Well, I'm pretty keen to see how you go. How big a shot is it?
Look, I'm going to start on a 75.
That'll
if I'm
get you
getting
a high 13, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
If I'm struggling, I've got some jets to get to about 100. And then it'll just be, this is all it's got, it's all it's got.
Yeah.
But I think
You might
struggle
with
a little
100.
bit.
Yeah, because we had to give the Falcon a 125 shot back with the 13s for 1300. We did get it low 13s, but I think you'll need more than 100 shot. Before we go, I just got to ask Glenn, how'd you go with your budget?
I actually came under budget. It's about $1,600.
That's solid.
Yeah, $1,277 for the nitrous kit, and I put like a Posi-Track style diff in it. 300.
Same gear ratio?
Yeah.
But just a Posi-Track.
Yeah, $313.
Awesome.
So,
And what happened down here, mate?
actually had a little bit of a misdemeanor on the way down. Actually hit a kangaroo.
Mr. Skippy.
Yes. So the Commodore survived, but Skippy didn't look too good afterwards.
Oh, wow.
And I'm lucky, no other damage, but
You got off very lightly. So we've got another Falcon here in the mix. We've got Robert here with a BA and a Barra.
Yep, so it's got a NA FG motor in it, 3584 we've put on it, external gate, 1000cc injectors, 525 pump. All we did was put some valve springs and head studs in it, and it's pushing about just under 500 horsepower at the minute.
So you have had it on a dyno? Or?
So we've had it on our dyno,
Yep.
and we pushed it a bit too hard with the early BA motor, and number 3 didn't like it.
Oh, wow.
So
This is a new motor?
yeah, so in about 60 hours, I think we put together the FG motor and put it in, back on the dyno, and then to here. So
When did all this happen?
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah.
So in the last 2 days, well, day and a half, new
Yep.
motor, retune.
Yep.
And you guys, so Falcon Oak Performance, is that a workshop?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that-
our workshop,
That
yep.
is your workshop,
Yep.
okay. And you obviously specialise in Falcons.
Yep.
So obviously higher quality than
A
this
lot
one?
higher quality than this. We built a couple of 1,000 horsepower cars and stuff like that, and a few tidy NA stuff. But it was good to do something that we didn't have to care so much about, have a bit of fun,
That's what
be
it's
a bit
all about.
rough, enjoy it. So we've done it under the $2,000 budget.
I was going to ask you, how'd you go with your
We're
budget?
about 1910, I think we got to.
1910.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That
That's really
included
well done.
that included the tuning credits and everything
Yeah,
as well.
awesome.
All that stuff,
Yeah.
and the external boost controller we're now running too.
Right, well, we're here with the original Aussie Carbogan.
How are you, Scotty?
Super awkward. All right, there's one for the bloopers. So we're here with the original Aussie Carbogan. Mate,
Scotty. Happy
good to see
Australia
you. You
Day.
too. And what do we got here?
We've got a VSU L67 supercharged with, it is on the bottle. We're going to do a few runs first, see if we're comfortable with the car, then we'll put a 100 shot in it and see how we go with that.
How'd you go with budget?
I don't really know at the moment. We are very close. I may have gone over a little because we had a massive ECU issue and a wiring issue in the car. Unlike a lot of the others, I started with a car with no engine in there. So I was behind the 8-ball to start with, and I didn't know whether this car actually ran and drove until we finished it last week, and then it wouldn't run because of the wiring issue. The loom has been out of the car twice. Someone decided they wanted to butcher that, so we had to fix that. Then we found that the Memcal chip had been played with, so that was a butcher job as well. And I suppose I've got to throw a massive thanks out here to Evan at EFAB, because mate, if you hadn't come on board, this car would not be here today. He worked on this car till 3 o'clock in the morning the other day, trying to fix the wiring issues in this car. We started at
That's
7.
commitment.
Oh, mate, if he didn't come to us, this car wouldn't be here, Scotty, because I'd given up. I'd actually given up. That's how many wiring issues there were in this car.
So you got L67, you got intercooler, you've got nitrous. Wow, you got all the power outers there.
Yeah, let's see if it likes all our power additives together, though. That's the big thing. Like, are we going to stay in there, or are we going to leave half of it on the track?
Okay, so we're going to go and make a pass. A couple of cars are already starting to go down the track. No one's gone 12s yet. I'm not going to go 12s this run. I'm just going to do a very soft, go through the gears. I've never driven this car anywhere. Like, it's gone on the trailer, off the trailer. So let's do a very soft pass, go through the gears, no J3 chip, keep it off boost, or maybe just see what it does if you try and bring it on boost. But yeah, not blow it up is the important part. And then, yeah, then we can plug the J3 in and start working that out. All right, let's make a pass. Well, there we have it. We have our first pass with our AU Falcon, a 16.1 at 91.5 mile an hour. Now you might be thinking, oh, Scotty, you're way off. Well, actually, I'm only 3.2 seconds off. But to be honest, like, I didn't do anything. I didn't stall it up. I tried bringing it up a little bit, but it started to wheel spin, and then it started to spin down the track, and then I tried shifting it, and I pushed it all the way into drive. I did everything wrong. And it doesn't even have the J3 chip in it. So I brought it up, decided to see if it could handle a little bit of boost. It did, but I don't want to do that because it must have a fair bit of timing in it too, and I don't want to push anything out. So as a good baseline run, I think that is fine. So now I'm going to plug the J3 into it. Well, actually I'm going to plug it into the laptop, see where we can get it to, and I need to get it to somewhere where it will run and idle and be fine at idle, and then we can push it down the track and see what happens.
Copy the whole table over and then put it in Excel, then do your maths and then go from there. Yeah.
So having a bit of trouble just getting this thing to idle right with the J3 chip. When we just unplug the J3 chip, it's all good. But when we plug the J3 in it, it's not idling very well, doesn't do anything very well. So I'm messing with the injector slope at the moment. We have 1000cc injectors. If you put those figures into it, it just floods and won't start. I put 40-pound values in it, and it idled, but then went instantly lean as soon as you touch the throttle. So we're just trying to find the happy medium. That way. All right, here we go. Right, so I've just done a change to the J3. We'll see if this is better or not. Still mega lean. I don't understand it. So we made some changes, so we'll see if this thing is going to start and do what it needs to do. So we're on the struggle bus a bit at the moment, but we just had young Drew run a 13.3 with his AU, and it's a J3 chip. He's just offered us his J3 chip. So we've taken it out of his car, plugged it into this car. This car is running mint with his J3 chip in it. So we're going to do a pass with his J3 in it, see what happens. I'm also going to hook up the boost gauge so we can see what's happening boost-wise, because we had no idea. So we'll do that, hook up the boost gauge, and we'll go do a pass with Drew's J3, see what happens. Keep going. Alrighty. Yeah, it's drawing 20 inches of vacuum, so like if it's reading vacuum, it'll read boost. All right, I guess we go make a pass with it. All right, so we've got Drew's J3 in there. We put a boost gauge in there. We're gonna go make a pass, see what it does. Anything would be good. Anything better than 16.1 would be good. So we're getting really frustrated with this J3 thing at the moment. We worked out why Drew's chip wouldn't allow us to shift gears. His car's a manual, so obviously won't work the auto. So that's a bit of a problem for us. I'm going to run it now, no J3 chip. We now know, we have the information, we know it's only making 6-7 pounds of boost at the most anyway. So we can probably get away with that. Let's just go a full send right now. And if it feels funky, I'll get off it. But yeah, we'll see how we go. I want it to go through the gears proper. So we're really on the struggle bus at the moment. So the car's ultra fat, even without the J3, and I think because we've been playing around with different J3s and that, and we've loaded it up with fuel, and so it's having a trouble clearing that fuel now, and as soon as you try it, you start to clear it, and then just you start getting near zero on the vacuum/boost gauge, which is when it's starting to come on boost, and then it just dumps a heap of fuel in it, so it just starts the process all over again. Yeah, there's not much we can do at the moment. Okay, so we're back with a few latecomers. We've got Drew and Duncan here. So Drew and his dad Duncan have brought this AU ute along, and you've had some success but also some failure.
Yes. Yeah. As you can see here, harmonic balancer fell off. And so did the belt. It's all right though. We got 2 good passes through it. As you can see over here, we ran a 13.3 first run off the trailer. And then second run, 13.6, and all this carnage just happens.
That's pretty good, 13.3 and 13.6, and you're running a TI J3 chip as well, so we've tested your chip in our car, and our car did actually work better, but it wouldn't shift because ours is auto and yours is manual, but that's not bad. Manual, 13.3, using the J3 chip with the bass tune in it as it came from TI, that is pretty awesome. So, yeah, happy with that?
Yeah, no.
Super happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the challenge was a good excuse to stop talking about things and actually do something for once. And yeah, so cobbled it together. Exactly that, sort of ran out of time, balancing work and everything. And yeah, J3 chip, straight out the bag, straight in. Yeah, didn't even get to massage the tune, anything like that. So yeah, it was, you can't be happier than that.
So what's the plan? Just repair it and come back another day?
We're hoping that you're going to throw another challenge. And
you can still keep going with this one.
We'll definitely be back. It'd be nice to perfect it.
Yeah.
Considering it went 13.3 with a real soft launch, felt like it had plenty in it. Yeah, we did this to run 12, so yeah, we definitely want to see a 12.
Yep. All right, so now we're here with Matt. It's a BA or BF? BA. So you actually went and bought this car for the challenge. And
Drove out to Mafra. Yeah.
Sorry?
Drove out to Mafra.
Out to Mafra?
Yeah. It was a 8-hour round trip in the rain.
Oh, that's right, it
Yeah.
was too. I did see that in the video.
Yeah. It was a bit scary, but yeah.
So, obviously, was a Barrett car and always will be.
Yeah.
So, just an NA car and you've turboed it?
Yeah. Max speeding rods, GD3582. We've got, an FG manifold. We got that for $200.
With that, you changed. You said you went a different rear housing to the one that I got.
Yeah.
So you found a
Yeah,
the rear housing?
so my thinking was that because we're not tuners and we don't have any experience, the best starting point for us would be something that would behave as close to the stock turbo as possible. So it would work with a stock tune.
Yeah.
And we can just work it from there. And yeah, obviously the max speeding rods has like a 0.63 rear housing. So getting that 1.06 housing, which is they're like $100 new on eBay. So that just bolted on, and
So you found a housing that just bolted on, that had the right clearance and everything. Wow.
Well, right clearance, I just measured what was on it versus what was on the new one, and
Sounds
they
perfect
both
to
the
me.
same. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So that was the secret really for us.
All right, so see it up on jack stands
Yep.
at the moment. Any problems?
We have just been alerted by the track staff here that our wastegate to drum pipe flange that's come
so
off.
it's got a plumb back. It hasn't got a screamer pipe. It's got a plumb back on the wastegate.
Yeah. And it's just sheared the pin side, I guess. But in looking around, like I can't even buy this piece for the cost we got the whole wastegate kit
Yeah,
for.
I know.
This is worth more than the whole kit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Just go buy another kit.
Just go buy another kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What'd you run today?
13.8 so far.
13.8 so far.
with wheel spin. So.
And
just
how's your budget looking?
good. So we've got about $248 from memory left in the budget.
Wow.
We're planning on putting valve springs in it.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so valve springs, bring it back and try go
again.
for that 12.
Yeah.
So I'm here with Cameron from House of Hearn. They've got themselves a little Nissan Datsun 720 that they've been putting a... Tell me what it is.
So it's got a Magna V6 engine in it, 3.5 litre. It's got a bit of a mishmash of Hyundai Terracan Auto and Toyota Hiace with a Cresta converter. So, yeah, don't ask. It's got a Falcon diff, a whole set turbo out of an Iveco 13 litre truck, and a whole lot of shit to make it work.
So it's a bit of a bitzer. You haven't got it quite finished though?
Nah, just couldn't get there. It's just too much to do in the time allowed. But hey, we took a risk and it didn't pay off.
That's all right. I'm going to be coming back another day by the looks of it myself. But how long till you reckon you got it done?
I'd love a month if you can give it to me. Yeah, hopefully a month.
Yeah, a month would work for me as well, I think. But yeah, I mean, it's a big challenge, a big job that you guys took on. Probably there's some interesting cars out there, but this is probably one of the biggest builds of the lot. It's pretty amazing. So just check this thing out. It is awesome. House of Hearn. Check out their YouTube channel. It's worth a watch because, yeah, this thing is next level. Well, it has not been a successful day for us here at Heathcote Park Raceway, but it's been successful to some of the guys that have come out today. We've had at least 2 cars go into the 12-second zone. One of them went into 11s. So the Falcon Performance guys, they ran 11.7 with their car. They have heard it, but you know, they replaced the transmission during the day as well. They did like a 12.4 or something like that, and then hurt the trans, replaced the trans, went 11.7. So well done to those guys. I think the Red AU also went a mid-12 or something like that. We have really struggled with this whole J3 chip business. I don't know what's going on. It's not working for us. So we'll explore that. I think I'm gonna have to admit defeat in that we're not gonna be able to do this without external tuning. My original plan was to do a BA, BF, you know, type ECU. I went down this J3 rabbit hole. It hasn't really worked for me. I will see if Zane can sort it out for us. If we can get it sorted out, then, you know, I'm gonna blow the budget, but I want this thing to run 12s, not 16s. So yeah, we need to sort that out. If we can't do it with a J3, then it's getting a barrow ECU, simple as that. So, whatever happens, you'll see on a future episode of Scottys Garage, but it won't be for the next couple of weeks, because I've got to say, kind of over this car for the moment. So I'm going to go and do some more Scottys Garage things with Dad's ute and the wagon and that sort of thing, and then we'll come back to this in about a month or so, run it down the track, and hopefully go 12s for somewhere just over $2,000.